We ain't buying it. Say we ain't buying it. We ain't buying it. Say we ain't buying it.
Friday does not surprise me. All these stores being empty during Black Friday does not surprise me. And the only people that's at fault are these companies because y'all have drove the prices up so high that consumerism can't keep up.
Don't ever forget that the people have the power. Look at this empty ass Target on Black Friday. I'm so proud of us. Empty, empty, empty.
Buy one, get one free. $14. Regular price, $7.
Happy day 5 of the mass blackout. Now I know y'all saw those swag bags that Target gave out to get people into their stores. They were quite disappointing if you ask me. However, I need you to do me a favor and go search up Empty Black Friday and see how the stores really looked. There are hundreds of videos showing stores completely empty. So don't get fooled by those swag bag grabs that were happening in the morning, because after people got those swag bags, they left. Toodaloo, motherfucker, toodaloo.
You know how I know the boycott is working? The media is working overdrive to make us believe that our boycott did not work, that everybody is out spending a bunch of money. And I drove past stores today. You had parking everywhere. I've seen tons of creators on this app say they drove past all the regular stores, all the usual suspects. All of them were empty. I've only seen people really stand outside for that little swag bag. And a lot of people said they just left afterwards. So which one is it? Be honest, how many of you actually went outside for Black Friday sales?
Black Friday boycott was so successful that retailers are now extending holiday sales until next week. They are nervous.
So I'm on my way into Walmart to see how many people are shopping on Black Friday. This is my Walmart that I work at, and we just gonna see how busy it is. And let's see what everybody looking to buy, because I see some people that's kind of speeding ahead, that's kind of running. As you can see, it's empty right here. It's pretty empty. Nobody, got a couple of people going this way. Not that many. Kind of quiet, real quiet. Let's go back to electronics. I guess that's where the action would be. I know back in the days, that's where the action was, electronics. So I'm going to head to electronics. But right now, y'all can see really not that many people in here.
I've been scrolling all morning and I'm seeing the same thing over and over again. Empty Targets, empty Walmarts, empty big box stores that are usually packed so tight on Black Friday that you can barely breathe. And that tells me one thing. Y'all showed up. You did exactly what you said you were going to do. The blackout worked. Those aisles were supposed to be shoulder to shoulder all day. Instead, they were wide open. That's not a glitch. That is a message.
Did y'all see the stores and how empty they were on Black Friday, baby? Y'all followed the assignment. Y'all did y'all's thing. Best Buy, check, empty. Walmart, even in the electronics department at Walmart and Target, baby, I saw empty. I saw no crowds. No crowds outside, no crowds inside of the store. I love y'all. Y'all did y'all's thing. But guess what? I turned on the TV today and the lies. Oh my God, the lies. They are talking about how y'all spent all of these millions of dollars online. I'm not going for it. I do not believe it. Ain't nobody got no money. Ain't nobody got no money. And then I hear that they was coming up with that based upon the credit card charges that were made. Well, baby, we using credit cards to buy groceries with now. We using credit cards to buy vital things. Ain't nobody up in them stores buying all that stuff that y'all got. Regular people, man, they checking out. They talking about making candy and soap and jellies, and that's the kind of stuff they giving for Christmas. It ain't happening.
Family, what you just witnessed wasn't a coincidence, a bad marketing year, or some random drop in the foot traffic. What you witnessed at Walmart and Target this Black Friday was a message, a loud, clear, undeniable message from the very people who have kept those corporations alive for decades. And this year, those same people said not anymore. Because while the executives were busy planning doorbuster deals and exclusive steals, the boycott supporters were planning something else. Silence. No crowds, no rush, no billions flowing out of communities and into corporations that have shown time and time again that loyalty only works one way. Now, pictures came out all weekend showing aisles completely empty, electronic sections untouched, and even entire stores that looked like it was just another regular day. And so, family, that's not just unusual. That's historic. Walmart and Target haven't seen a Black Friday this quiet in decades. And it wasn't because people didn't want a TV or a PS5. It was because people were tired of inflation, tired of disrespect, tired of being loyal customers to companies that treat their workforce poorly and take communities for granted. And here's the real kicker. While the retail giants were preparing for one of the biggest profit weekends of the year, consumers were preparing to make a point. Now, this wasn't a protest in the streets, it was a protest at the register. And honestly, it hit harder because when billions don't move, Wall Street panic, CEOs panic, politicians panic, and suddenly they want to talk, negotiate, give explanations. The same conversations people have been begging for, ignored for, dismissed for, suddenly became urgent. And the irony is that these corporations never believed people would actually stick to the boycott. And they assumed shoppers would cave. The Black Friday fever would override community concerns. But the opposite happened. More people stayed home. More people bought from small businesses. More people saved their money instead of handing it over blindly. And whether they publicly admit it or not, the numbers do. The biggest retail players in the country took a hit so visible that even mainstream outlets couldn't hide it. And family, that's power. That is what happens when everyday people decide that enough is enough and they act in silence rather than slogans. But let's be real, this wasn't just about boycotting for one weekend. This was about shifting consciousness, about showing that customers are not hostages. We chose where our dollar goes. We chose who benefits from our labor. And this year, millions chose change. So now the question is, what happens next? Do these corporations finally take accountability? Do they adjust their prices, improve their treatment of employees, respect the communities they profit from? Or will they pretend they didn't hear the message and wait for things to go back to normal? Because I'll tell you this, nothing is going back to normal. The illusion from that retail giants are untouchable just cracked. And the idea that consumer behavior doesn't matter just collapsed. And the belief that people won't unite over economic injustice just got disproven in real time. And family, the boycott worked. The message was received. Now the world is watching what comes next.